A Nebuch becomes the greatest of them all. That's what happens during the festival of Succot. The Mishnah in Masechet Sukkah describes how on each day of the festival, the people would encircle the altar once. And then on the concluding day, Hoshana Rabbah, they would go around 7 times, and then the Mizbech, the altar, would be draped with willows. And the people would exclaim, Yofi lecha Mizbech, how beautiful you look, O altar. Isn't this remarkable? We're familiar with the Arba Minim, the 4 kinds, the majestic lulav, the beautiful hadas or myrtle, the aromatic etrog, but what can be said about the arava, the willow? It's so commonplace, it's so drab, and yet of all the kinds it is the willow which on Hoshana Rabbah is elevated in temple times to cover the altar. And today, seeing as we have a remnant of this whole procedure through our practice of the Hoshanot, on Hoshana Rabbah today, we take the willow, we separate it from the others for its own special ceremony. I believe that this has everything to do with the essence of the character of the willow. Willow in Hebrew is arava, coming from a word which means mixture. You see, the willow naturally needs to be attached towards others. First of all, it's dependent on water. The willow can only grow if it's very close to a source of water. And then, during Sukkot, we bring it together with the other kinds. And it's through being bound with those other kinds that it attains a sense of beauty and a wonderful presence which it didn't have on its own, in its own independent capacity. There are very few halachot relating to the willow. One is that it shouldn't look kimasor, that its sides shouldn't have jagged edges like the teeth of a saw. You see, the purpose of the saw is to cut something into pieces, whereas the essence of the willow is all about forging together in a spirit of unity and togetherness. I believe that there's a great lesson to be learnt here for our communities. So often I see people who have latent talent. They have so much to give, and yet they never have an opportunity to excel. It's through the power of the community that people can be brought in to serve on committees, to be involved in initiatives, to take on projects. And it's through bonding together with others that the very best of their talents come to the fore. And as a result, thanks to that binding effect, we have people succeeding in a spectacular fashion. That's what we learn from the willow. What starts out being ordinary becomes extraordinary. What starts out at the beginning of the festival of Sukkot as being one of the kinds totally eclipsed by the others, by the end of the festival becomes the greatest of them all. That's something that can happen to each and every one of us. I wish you all Chag Sameach.